So we know South Africans love the internet, we all do, but have you ever wondered how apps are actually created or how you program a computer? Well, to be able to create data apps and algorithms, it'll definitely prepare you for a job in the future. My next guests thought that data programming and coding was far beyond them, kind of like what I feel right now because of their circumstances, but have gone beyond this. So to tell us more, we're joined in studio by Simon Shilo and Kayakazi August. Good to see both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hey.
Hello.
All right, so you guys are going to have to tell my brain what this is all about, because I love apps, I love everything to do with computers, but I wouldn't know how to begin making one. So let's start at the beginning, and I'll begin with you, Simon.
Okay.
Data science. Did you ever feel like you were going to get into that? What is it all about? What drove you to want to get involved in that?
A very important question, Lee. And personally, I never thought I would make it into the industry, because when I came to university and I saw programming for the first time, I remember resigning from the module that gave programming because I felt like it was too far-fetched for me,
Yeah.
I was trying too high above my caliber. But then, one day I sat down watching The Matrix, and I saw the scene in which Morpheus explains how human beings will be controlled by machines to become a battery. And I went like, hey, wait. So they're going to program us. I might as well program them first,
Yeah, exactly. I might as well be a part of the programming.
Exactly. And then that's when I opened the same textbook. A year later, I got 71% for the module.
Wow.
Now, that was the first indication that perhaps maybe I might have a chance in data science.
So it's thanks to Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, and here you are.
In dodging bullets.
Boom! Dodging bullets indeed. Well, good luck to you, because I think we need to dodge bullets in this technological world.
Yes.
Okay, so Simon, that's your story. Kayakazi, I want to ask you the same question. I mean, did you ever think, were you good at maths? Were you good at science? Did you think this is what you'd move into?
Honestly speaking, I was horrible in maths.
Okay.
And I passed matric in 2016 and I got code 1 for mathematics.
Okay, explain that to me, this
So-
old person who only knows A's, B's, and C's. What's code 1?
Code 1 is an E.
Okay, so it's like code 1. We have a code 1 here. Please evacuate the building.
It's
This
like-
woman
it's
ain't
like
going to
the
survive
last.
in maths. Okay, I'm with you.
That's like the last. So in 2017, I decided to upgrade my maths mark at Incline Fast Maths Academy. I then wrote again and got a code 2, and I was like, nah, I stand no chance in maths.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm quitting maths. I'm done. Then later in 2017, I saw an ad about EDSA and I applied. It was around about August. I went through the course application, through the boot camp, the essay, the everything. And voila, here I am.
Here you are.
And I passed.
That's fantastic. So, I mean, guys, this is very inspiring. And I suppose it's inspiring, but it's a necessity, because the world that we're living in nowadays, it's not what we remember it to be, because
Yeah.
you almost have to be doing what you're doing to understand it and to move forward. So, what is it that you're actually doing? I mean, you talk data science, but what does it entail?
Okay. So, right, to understand data science, I think one has to understand the concept of big data first.
Yeah.
Big data is what enables us to do all the cool and crazy things that we do. What is big data? We speak about the large volumes of data that we have today that were not here 10 years ago, Think about social media. If Facebook has got 1 billion plus people on the site, how many posts are those every day? How many pictures, What can we learn from that? Think about Twitter. Think about medical procedures, that require more capturing of data than they did before when it was not so important. So with all that data, something has to give, and this is where data science is actually born from. Now, what we learned at the academy was 4 essential skills that help us to work as data scientists: gathering data, analyzing data, visualizing data, and communicating the data. And through that, we bring something that is very sophisticated and complex to something doable and manageable, such that we can bring the best insights out of the data.
Yeah. I'm going to talk a little bit about what you're doing next, because it's quite inspiring where you're at and what you're doing. I mean, you were a star student. You've in fact been invited to be a lecturer. I mean, that's what you do now. So I'm going to ask you that
so
just
humble.
now. But I mean, Kayakazi, your backstory is so interesting, because already you started by telling us that maths and science were not your strong points. You came from a background of a single mom, and I suppose you never really thought that this would be it, going into anything like this. So you've moved into it, you've succeeded into going this route. But But what drove you? I mean, how did you eventually sort of find out this is really for me?
What drove me was the people around me at the academy, firstly. And more especially the tests you had to take when applying for the academy.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed them. And I was at a point where I was like, no, this is me. I'm staying here. So yeah, that's basically what drove me. And I had a mentor who was an analyst. She really inspired me. So I was really inspired by her. But she said, being an analyst, there's more to it than just analyzing data and whatnot. And she then introduced me to data science, where I loved coding. So she tried to give me a career where you can encrypt coding and analyzing, which was then data science.
Fantastic.
So that's it.
Where to from here?
From here, I am currently upgrading my maths mark again.
Okay. I love your tenacity. Keep going.
I need to get that code 7.
Okay.
I'm currently upgrading my maths mark again. And afterwards, later on this year, I'm planning on applying at universities so I can study actual sciences or data sciences.
Fantastic. This is amazing. Simon, for you, you're a lecturer.
Yes.
And this is, I mean, I find this quite amazing because you were discovered, you aced your tasks, you became a star student of 2018. You really you've got something for this. So being a lecturer, what does it mean for you? And when you're talking to students, what is it that they need to succeed in an area like this?
Very important questions. First of all, I think it's important to acknowledge my background, coming into this, in a sense that I once was where they were sitting. So these are people who, some of them, have never coded before in their lives. They've never even seen a computer, some of them. So I need to give them confidence that they can do this. Now, what would I expect from them is that perhaps the only thing they should do is to believe that they made it this far because they really can make it till the end.
Yeah.
And so I will rub off as much information as I can their way and be their support, to help them believe that they can do it like the way I believe they can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Guys, you're incredible. Thank you so much for talking to us. And I just think, you're living in an exciting area of this world. And you're the future, because what you're doing is working on the future for us. So keep going. Code 7. Okay? We want a code 7. And you, I don't know, the world is your oyster right now, so go for it. These are two shining stars that we've got in studio with us, Simon Shilo and Kaikazi August. They went from having no prospects for their future to now emerging as data scientists. Isn't that amazing? So if they can do it, believe me, start this year with a goal and you too can achieve it. All right, we take a break now. Talking about goals, lunch boxes, grade 1s.